David Wilder, spokesperson for Hevron, spoke with us yesterday about the danger of opening one of the main streets in the city for Arabs. Today, Wilder takes us to the disputed location in order to show us what the debate is all about.
This morning, Tzir Tzion, Zion Road, has come into the news because it's been announced that the army wants to reopen this road to Arab traffic. So I'd like to give you an idea of exactly where it is. At the moment, I'm on my way outside of Kiryat Arba. I'm leaving Kiryat Arba via the western gate, which is just in front of us. Right across the street, you can see the Chazon David Synagogue, and above the Givat Avot neighborhood. But what I'd like you to pay special attention to is right over here on the side of the road. As we're approaching it, you can see right in front of us this memorial. This is a memorial to a man named David Cohen, who was shot and killed here a number of years ago. If I were to turn here left, I would be heading down into Hevron. At the moment, I'm heading right onto a road called Tzir Tzion, the Zion Road. Okay? This is the road that the government and the army is talking about reopening. The last time this road was open, David Cohen was shot and killed at that very site, at the exit to Kiryat Arba, because the roadblock down the road here had been opened. And that allowed terrorists to come in, open fire in their cars, shooting at him. He was sitting in his car, and then shoot back. All of the buses came this way. They came down the road and turned in the gate where I just turned out of. And down the road here is actually the entrance, the western entrance to another neighborhood in Hevron, in Kiryat Arba, called Givat Harsina, or Ramat Mamre. It was from there that people used to go in, where that border police jeep is right in front of us. And as you can see, here there is a border point. There's a blockade here. Traffic cannot go through. It is here that they're talking about reopening to allow traffic through here, down the road, just where we were, going past Kiryat Arba into Hevron itself. And that you can see right here in front of us. This is what they want to open. Now I'm going to turn around here. This is the entrance today to the border police. The border police have their headquarters here. This is where it is, right down this road where we are right now. Now, should this road be opened, then again, cars are going to be able to come down here. A terrorist is going to be able to drive down the road and open fire the way they did when they shot and killed David Cohen. Now, that same night, following David Cohen's murder, because this was open, there was a protest by the Kiryat Arba Municipal Council because that had been opened, and all of the members of the Kiryat Arba Council and others came down the road here, right where we were, outside, and a group of terrorists opened fire on them, injuring a number of people and murdering one of the men on the Kiryat Arba Council, Chezi Mualim. You can see Beit Yeshalom here right in front of us. This is the building that we were expelled from. We lived here for almost 2 years after having purchased the building for $1 million, over $1 million. And now it is empty. You can see it's been surrounded by concrete barriers to prevent us from getting back in. And here we are back on Tzir Tzion, the Zion Road, which we have been told is going to be reopened to Arab traffic, allowing to travel back and forth on this road. Now, there are side streets here which have been closed. They were closed because of those shootings that I told you about. There were 2 men that were shot at from a corner point. There were women that were shot at. There were other cars that were shot at. And as a result of those shootings and injuries, fortunately here nobody was killed, those roads were cut off. Now here we have what's called the Simtat Erez, the Erez path. Here we have the Erez pathway. This is just a footpath. This goes down to the tomb of the patriarchs, Ma'arat Machpelah. Coming down here, we're back now on the road. The road curves around. Are the Arabs going to be allowed to come down here where we're going right now into Hevron, or are they going to have to turn, make a left turn here and go up the road, as we see here, or will they have to go down that way? This is all very unclear, but it's very possible they'll be allowed to go down the road as we're going right now. They'll be allowed to follow down the road here and then come into Hevron itself. Now, you've just seen two cars, a car passed me. That, thank God, is a Jew. What would he have done had he been an Arab? That's a very, very good question. It's a very big question mark. Coming down the road, as we are right now, we see an alleyway here to the left from where Jews were shot at. That today is not open. As you can see, it's blocked off. As we continue down the road, there's another alleyway, another road here, where two Jews were shot from. And here's another road from where Jews were shot. And here too, this is closed to traffic. So the question is, where are they going to be able to go to? Down the road here where the border police are, there's another blockade preventing the Arabs from getting through so that the terrorists won't be able to attack us. This has been a site of numerous attacks where we are right now. And of course, this comes all the way down into Hevron itself. We're coming down the road, and we're going to then make a right turn here at the corner, and this will take us straight to Ma'arat Machpelah, the tomb of the patriarchs and the matriarchs. So will the Arabs be able to come down here and make a right turn into the area of the tomb of the patriarchs, or will they be able to make a left turn and go down what's called Tzir Esther, the Esther Road? This is all a very big question mark. What we do know is that this is very, very dangerous, because once they have opened up, as they have said, Tzir Tzion, they want to open up the rest of the road down here, which the Arabs call the Street of the Martyrs, Shuhada Street. Here we are, of course, right now. You can see the sign here for Gadi and Dina Levi, who were blown up by a suicide bomber at this site. Should this road again be open to Arab traffic? Should these stores be opened again to Arab commerce? And again, we will find ourselves in very, very, very grave danger. The Arabs in Hevron make no secret that they do not want us here. The Arab mayor of Hevron said a few weeks ago that there'll never be peace as long as there are Jews here in Hevron. There are numerous, there are at least 2 Arabs a week that are apprehended by the tomb of the patriarchs with knives, who have admitted to wanting to try to kill Jews. In those cases, it's mostly soldiers or border policemen, because they have no access to the other Jews in the city. However, if this is open to to Arab traffic, then again we're going to see ourselves in tremendous danger. It's very, very strange that that such decisions would be made right now after the Israeli electorate has voted out the left, has voted out the defense minister, and said we do not agree with these policies and want these policies to be changed. They've re-elected right-wing political parties, and now the Israeli army, under the guise of the defense ministry, is about to reopen these roads and again place our lives in danger. Right now we're going past Beit Hadassah to our right over here, and this is all still part of what's called King David Street, Shuhada Street. This takes us down just a little bit further until we reach the turn to Tel Wumeida, going up the hill. And here again we find a security checkpoint to prevent people from getting in here with weapons. The question is, what effectiveness will these have once Arabs are allowed to drive in and walk around and open up these stores again? This will be totally ineffective, will have no value whatsoever, and unfortunately, we will probably see continued attempts to try to kill Jews in Hebron.